All right, this is your warm up for Friday, March 27th. I have my lovely assistant Deb back with me. We're gonna start out with a 5-minute AMRAP for quality. So don't think about as many rounds as possible. You're just moving steadily, moving well for 5 minutes. So we have 3 movements in this AMRAP. The first one is a pendulum lunge. So if you have a mat or something, if you don't, it's fine. You're gonna stand right in the middle of the mat. You're gonna take a step forward lunge with the right leg. Then you're gonna push off that right heel and go all the way back into a reverse lunge.
Whoops, wait a minute. I'll do it again.
All right, you might fall over, it's okay. Good. Now, if you need to stop in the middle because you're afraid you're gonna fall, you can stop in the middle. So you'll do forward lunge, step your feet together, and then backwards lunge on the same leg. Forward lunge again, step together, or all the way through for backwards, okay? So it's a pendulum. You're going back and forth, keeping that left leg on the ground the whole time. The left leg is never moving. You're going to do 10 pendulum lunges. So you'll do 5 with your left leg planted, moving your right leg back and forth, and then 5 with your right leg planted, moving your left leg back and forth. Movement number 2 is a single leg reach, which is kind of like a single leg deadlift, but I don't want you to think about a deadlift like where you're reaching towards the ground. I want you to think about reaching out and pushing your butt back. So you're gonna stand on one leg. This takes a lot of balance. So make sure that that foot that's on the ground, your big toe is really planted into the floor. That's gonna help you balance, and we're activating that glute of the leg that you're standing on. All right, so that leg's gonna slightly bend as you reach forward with the opposite arm. And then you come back to standing. Again, reach.
Sorry.
And stand, that's okay.
Assistant's not doing that.
What it'll look like here, these are really tough. So if you need to like grab something to kind of hold on to, that can help as well. But you're gonna stand, I'm reaching and back. Reaching and back, okay? So helpful things are pushing that big toe into the ground, finding a spot to focus on will help your balance as well. All right, and then keeping that back nice and flat and thinking about pushing your hips back. Don't think about reaching towards the ground. We don't wanna look like this. We wanna look like this. There we go. If you need to video yourself, you could do that too. All right, movement number 3 is a single leg glute bridge. So you'll come onto the ground, lying flat on your back. Just like we do bridges in class, both feet are gonna be planted down on the floor, hands are by your side. You're gonna take one leg and you're gonna squeeze that knee into your chest. Good. And then driving through the heel of the opposite foot, you're gonna push your hips up and then lower back down with control, always with control. We have 10 of those on each side. So one thing to think about as you're doing this, she's doing a really good job, as you drive your hips up, think about squeezing your abs and squeezing your butt so you're almost in like a hollow position, and then go down. We don't want to be arching, we want to be more hollow. All right, so you have 10 of those, thank you, on each leg. 5-minute AMRAP, 20 pendulum lunges, 10 reaches, 10 glute bridge per leg. When you finish your 5-minute AMRAP, I'm going to demo this next part. You have 1 round of a 30-second stationary lunge. So you're gonna come down onto your knees, kneeling position. Make sure there's some space so we're not on a tight rope here, right? Then you're gonna fall over. So some space between the legs. The other thing we're looking for, this knee is over the ankle, all right? This hip is over the knee. So we have some 90-degree angles going on here. I'm gonna pop up so that my back knee is about 2 to 3, maybe 4 inches off the ground. And I'm gonna hold this position. So what am I doing here? I'm squeezing that butt cheek and pulling my rib cage down, just like we would do in like an overhead press or something. Okay, I see a lot of people, they'll be like this. We don't wanna be like this, we wanna be like this. Okay, so we're gonna hold that for 30 seconds. You'll probably feel a little stretch here, a little burning in the quads. After a 30-second hold, you'll take a step up. You're just gonna do 10 nice and easy air squats, and then we'll do a 30-second hold on the opposite leg, and then 10 jumping squats. Think about, don't fall backwards. Pushing through those heels and exploding up. So you just have 1 round of that, get the legs nice and warm, because today you have a nice little leg and booty pump. Good luck.